I want to get your thoughts because you've now seen our West Ham under Nuno against Everton the other night. Did you see a massive change from Potter already, or has it been a bit same old, same old?
Yeah, I saw a change. Honestly, it really. I looked at that, and mate, my opinion on Potter is has really gone down. I mean, he is a fraud. He's an absolute fraud of a manager. Like Tony Bloom, honestly, he needs to really thank him for his whole career. To be honest, what he's done since then, the jobs that he's got, because in a couple of days we look so much more organised. Ward-Prowse didn't even make it on the team coach. Didn't even go.
And he was playing for you all the time, right?
He was like playing 90 plus minutes. He was like vice captain, everything. Like, I don't know what it was.
Must have been previous to what he'd done at Southampton though, because when they get like, oh, I would call this Southampton tax. Like he was good at Southampton, so he must still have it.
Do you know how long ago that was?
10 years ago, exactly.
Yeah, that
now
was so long.
You need to move on from it, man. Souček and Ward-Prowse in midfield, without being too rude, that's not going to do anything for
This is
club,
what he
man.
played against Spurs. Freddie Potts, he plays your relative.
Good surname, man.
Yeah.
Good surname.
He was playing in pre-season. He was looking sharp, looking good. Potter was playing him. And all of a sudden the season starts and he's nowhere to be seen. Comes on against Everton, does not look out of place. So you just sit there and wonder, what is this guy doing? There's nothing about him. He's just completely comes across so weak. And I look at Nuno and I see the passion, right? And I see the cogs turning when we're going 1-0 down. I see him chatting away and I can get behind that. Potter should never work in the Premier League again unless it's Man United.
Do you think he'll get another Premier League job?
He's linked with Man United.
I
do hope he goes.
Man,
I do hope he goes there. If he goes there, mate, it'd be brilliant.
I think, if I'm honest, I think Potter, when he was at Ostersunds, he came here and we played really well. I thought, it was this guy, like, he's English apparently. Then he went to Swansea and then all of a sudden he's gone into Brighton and I thought he was excellent at Brighton. The thing is, I would say this, when De Zerbi went into Brighton, they were actually better than they were under Potter. I think they went through something like 9 games and didn't score a goal or something crazy like that, right? So it is quite a defensive kind of manager. I think he'll get another job, but I think he might have to go down to a Swansea or Saint level because I think he'll start again, if I'm honest. That Chelsea move ruined him, if I'm honest. That was not the right move for him. I think the job was way too big for him. And he come to West Ham, and I thought at the time, this is a chance for him to actually bring some of his Swansea and Brighton like sort of system back because it worked there, right? But I don't think it worked for him, man. I think he had to go. But the appointment of Nuno, I like that, by the way. I think it's a good appointment. Is the system going to change? Is it going to be the Nuno back three? Are you going to go to a Nuno system like he did at Forest? Because he's done both. Wolves was a back three with obviously Doherty and Aït-Nouri, was it? And then obviously you've got his system at Forest, which was brilliant last season. It's got to be said.
Yeah.
Can he install that at West Ham with the players you got?
Yeah, I think he's going to try and do more of what he did at Forest. He played a back four against Everton. So I think it's going to be one of them things of you may see the back five, maybe this weekend. If we're really going to a team that's got the firepower, then as and when. I didn't like the back five under Potter. I thought it was terrible and we was leaking goals for fun anyway. Back five, back four, whatever. So against you, I think he's a sort of manager where he'll change it up a bit. If I was him, listen, I would just stick with what we did against Everton because we were defended well for the most part, apart from Mavropanos, who does turn into, the superstar against Arsenal.
He did last time.
Yeah.
Last time it was a nightmare actually playing him. But I actually quite liked him when he was here. I thought he was a young player that had potential. Ain't quite worked out from the levels that I think he wanted to get to, but I don't think he's been bad for you. But in terms of the actual Nuno appointment, I think a lot of Arsenal fans were like, "Oh, really?" Like we all wanted Potter because it would have been like it looked easy. You looked terrible. It looked like it was easy to walk past you. Apart from against Forest, funny enough. But I do think that there is something about Nuno that some teams can get Nuno'd against. We saw it last season with Liverpool at Anfield. They got Nuno'd. And let's be real, Forest last season did it against quite a few teams. And we found it difficult. Beat them here quite comfortably, but at their place we found it tough. I think there's a lot of clubs that went there, a lot of teams that went there and struggled. So I think West Ham need to be that club again. Because for too long, bruv, especially against London clubs, you've been the battering boys, bruv. You've held 5s and 6s and 4s against teams that, let's be real, banter you anyway. Even if it was 1-0, they'd banter you. So do it by 4s and 5s. I don't know, man.
Honestly,
it's a madness.
Lopetegui into Potter are probably the 2 back-to-back worst managerial appointments of all time. Like, definitely up there. And look, certainly for West Ham, but up in the league, I don't know if a club has made 2 in a row like that. Terrible appointments. Hopefully Nuno can change that. because honestly, I look into this game, and all I want to at least see, even if we're going to lose, I want a performance. I want it to make it hard for Arsenal. We've been making it too easy. Chelsea, it was so easy for them. Spurs, it's too easy. Like, if you're going to win this game, you got to work your asses for it till the end. That's what I want to see. Obviously, I want to win. Point would be great. So yeah, Nuno, the big thing that worries me is the set pieces. Set piece FC, Spicy Stoke.
Spicy Stoke. Man.
That's who we're against this week, and we are the anti set piece. That's our kryptonite. We are so bad at set pieces. We've conceded 8 set pieces already. The record in a season apparently is 16 set pieces conceded in a whole season.
You're on track for that, bro.
We're on track. Like, if we was still under Potter, we'd have broke that by Christmas.
But will you know under Nuno now change that up? Because surely that's something to look at. Like, in our 11 goals we've scored this season, 8 have been from set pieces, which proves that we have a great opportunity.
So you've scored 8 set pieces, and we've conceded 8.
It's a good omen, right? So look, you've got to change that up. Like, in all seriousness, I think Nuno, for me, the West Ham fans are going to look at that scenario and think there's potential for it to be a hello, we're enjoying it. Let's get to the game. Jarrod Bowen is the one I'm looking at, bruv. I think he is the most underrated Premier League player. I've said that to you before. I agree, stand by. I don't think there's anybody that I can't think comes close to that kind of term. I think he could be at a better club. I think you probably agree with that. I know that he's not going to leave because it looks like he loves the club, but he's the one I'm looking at. Am I foolish? Should I be looking at other players as well?
No, yeah, like, listen, he's the guy that will pop up with a goal, like, and yeah, listen, he's been unbelievable. Bowen again versus second again. Same song.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's fair.
Yeah, like, and you know, you see the celebrations he was doing that because people have been questioning him as a captain. And I've had to defend him, like, because I've always said he leads by example. He goes out there, gives his all, and he's setting the standard. Like, and Bowen there, honestly, like, now, obviously he's not the only one you should be watching. It's Somerville and Diouf, right? And this is where Bowen is being unlocked in a way. Whereas because Diouf and Somerville was such a threat, like everything going down on the left, all the defence are looking and trying to stop Somerville. Diouf's there. He is unbelievable. His precision in terms of his crossing ability is crazy. Like, the picture perfect cross, whips in, gets the ball. Once Bowen's got space, he's never missing. He's space in the box, bang. Like, and yeah, so obviously, yeah, Bowen is the guy that if anyone's going to score, you bet on him. But we have threats, and it's not just Bowen FC, like, oh, mark Bowen out the game, and then you're fine. No, if you mark Bowen out the game, Somerville is there. So it's either side. They're the players right now. And then it's just what he's going to do up top. Fulkrug. I would listen, I didn't want Wilson because of his injury records, but it'll fit Wilson. I'll take it. I'd put him up top, really and truly. And the good thing is, Wolfie told me that he don't get injuries, Nuno. His players don't get injured.
Wow.
So
well, if he can keep Callum Wilson fit, that'd be a miracle. Because that guy is always injured, man. But look, Callum Wilson's a threat when he's fit. Bowen's a good player. Paqueta can turn it on and off when he wants to. I'm a fan of Somerville. I actually liked him at Leeds. But I tell you what I'm a fan of. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know if it is Diouf or what. Yeah, Diouf, he looks very good, man. Left back, right?
Yeah.
He looks insane. I know we've got Saka, so obviously Saka's one of the best, right? But he still could cause us problems. I think he's a very good player, bruv. Very, very good player. Yeah. And I would be looking at that left-hand side because I think although Bowen is good on that right, I do think that left-hand side has got a togetherness partnership there with those two. So, look, our right-hand side is normally good, but we're seeing it.
Yeah, that is where the counter's going to come from us, is from the left, right? From Diouf. Diouf can, you know, bomb it up there, get the ball, you know, most of the way up the pitch, lay it off to Somerville. Then Somerville, he's rapid, and he's causing problems. You know, he won the penalty against Forest. He can do that again, you know, and yeah, he's a class. I've said it. I always said it from the moment when he got injured last season, and he featured little bits in Lopetegui, and Lopetegui for some reason wouldn't have him. I said, this guy's fit. He is going to be a massive player for us, and he come back, and yeah, he's shown it. He's shown how big he came back against Forest. That was his first game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, him and Diouf, I think a lot is going to come down that side.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
agree.
going to be on Timber, right? Timber.
Timber and Saka, yeah.